Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jamie and I really appreciate you guys coming to check out my video. Today I'm going to be talking about makeup again. It's pretty usual around here, but I picked up some new products the other day and I ordered some online and I wanted to go through them with you guys. And I've got a lot of my makeup done already. I have my base on, I have my concealer on, so foundation, concealer. I have my eyeshadow on already. That's actually a new purchase that I purchased yesterday on a birthday haul, the new Huda Beauty Khaki Haze palette. So this is what I got yesterday. I'm gonna do a full video on this, but that's that palette. Super pretty. I think it's a little unique from what I own in my collection today. So that is what's on my eyes. But anyway, great review so far, but that was just a first impression. So more to come on this. But really I wanted to go over this new palette, this new Hourglass palette that came out. Oh, it's already got fingerprints on it, of course. I guess that's just what happens with these palettes, but it's got a cool shape. So this is called an ambient lighting palette, and they normally put these out around the holidays every year. And so this is the one for this year. They just put it out and I bought it like the day that it was released and it just came to me yesterday. So what this is, if anyone's not familiar with Hourglass, is they do a lot of face powders. They do all types of makeup, but this is like a face powder set. So all these are powder products. You have two, what they're calling finishing powders, and one is in, this one is in dim light and this one is in diffuse light. So like these finishing powders you would use to powder your face, and they give a great, I have them actually on already. I just put the setting powders on to set my makeup, but they do like a great kind of a softened look, natural type of glow to your skin. So it's not like it has a harsh powder where it's completely matte. These are like a little bit lighter and a little bit kind of have a nice natural finish where it's not too shiny or glittery, nothing like that, just super soft. So I'll insert some swatches in just a moment of all the powders. But so you have these two like base powders and you can use them depending on what your skin type is. I use this one to set underneath my eyes and for my concealer, and I use this one as an all over face powder. But really a lot of times when I'm doing my all over face, I just swish these two together because these pans are pretty small. I guess talking about that, the size of the pans. So these are like the mini sizes that Hourglass offers. You can buy them alone or you could buy them all together. And alone, they I think cost like $20. If you want the full size, it costs $40, around that price range. And this whole palette costs $80. I think it was 80, could have been $85. So if you bought each one individually $20 a piece, you'd be getting a, $20 off in this palette. But I just like it because it's compact, it's easy to use when you're traveling, everything is there for you. So two finishing powders, one bronzing, no, yeah, I think that's a bronzing powder as well. What do they call that? Oh, it's a strobe powder, glistening strobe light. It's interesting because I guess it's a highlight, but it just looks very, looks kind of dark to be a highlight, but we will use it today. I haven't used all these powders yet, so I swatched them. That's all I've done. I haven't used them. So over here is what they're calling a bronzer, and this bronzer, this one up here, they were considering strobe powder, glistening strobe light is the name of this color. I've never seen that one before. This bronzer is natural bronze light. This, and then two blushes. This blush is strobe blush, vibrant flush, and this one is blush mood exposure. So this one has been around for a long time. It's a really popular product. So anyway, I'm going to use these on my face today and just show you how they work and see if it's worth the $80 that I paid for it. So let's see. So like I said, I've done most of my makeup. What I really wanted to focus on now is just putting like bronzer on, highlights, and blush. So the bronzer in here is this one down here. So I'm just going to pick that one up on my brush and tap it off. And I've got a mirror right here, so just gonna go in. Looks like a pretty good color for me. It looks a little dark, but that's good. That's okay for my skin tone. I'm just trying to think on other people's skin tones. It is, I think, kind of like a cooler tone brown, so it's not like really red or really pink or anything like that. So that's good. It's a good way that I like to, color that I like to have in bronzer. So let's do this cheek. So really with bronzer, you're just putting it where the sun would hit you. I normally just kind of, I really saturate like this area, but then I kind of bring it down a little bit because I think it's natural that the sun also just hits the top, the high points of your face. So I put it a little bit around my nose, but not too much. And then I dip back in and I go around my hairline. Up here, just kind of blending it in, making you look a little tan. And you kind of want to blend it back into the hairline so it doesn't look like you're wearing makeup. That's the whole idea here, I guess, is you're supposed to just naturally kind of make your face look better without making it look like you're wearing a lot of makeup. I think that's the end goal. That's the end goal for me anyway. But obviously with eyeshadow, that doesn't look natural. but that one's a little bit different. Okay, so then the next thing I want to do is blush. So the two blush options, actually let's do highlight first, because I always figure that when I put my highlight on first, it always does better for me in the end. So I don't know what's on this one. I've used it before. So I'm just gonna like brush it off on my arm. There's not really anything on there. It just kind of looks a little pink. But so I'm gonna go into the highlight. I heard this highlight is not like a very drastic highlight. It's more subtle. So I put highlight right here. Okay, looks all right. So I wonder what this weekend's gonna be like weather-wise. It's been a little crazy over here. We had the hurricane. I live in Atlanta. So we had the hurricane aftermath kind of coming through the last couple days, which is not fantastic. I mean, it's rainy and gloomy, but it also was a lot cooler outside, which is always needed in summer or late summer in Atlanta. It just gets so hot. So having it be a little bit cooler the last couple days in like the 70s was such a like breath of fresh air. I'm like, is fall coming? Please let fall come. So it cools off a little bit, but anyway, so the highlighter looks pretty good. Looks pretty natural. I don't really, it's not beaming from outer space, so that's good. I don't really like a full-on highlight because I don't like people to think that I'm wearing a lot of makeup. So that's that. What I am gonna do is finish, well, I'll finish my face off first and then I'll do some blush, because blush is always like the first thing to fade in your makeup. So I always like put it on last, and a lot of people go heavy-handed on blush. I'm not too heavy-handed, but anyway, let's go back into this. I'm gonna do these two finishing powders. So what I do here is just kind of put my brush through both of them, hit it off, and then I do this just to kind of calm down the shine a little bit. I don't want my face to be too shiny. All right. These are great. Okay, and then the last step is blush. So I have a blush brush here, just a little one. And what am I gonna do? What color should I use? I think I'm gonna try both of them. I'm gonna mix both of them together. So that's kind of, you know, my thing a little bit. So I'm gonna dip into this one. Actually, I'll try this one first. So this is like the peach one that's called Vibrant Flush. So let's try that one first and see what happens. I typically try to stay in the same color family as like what my makeup is. Ooh, it looks like a lot on camera, but in real life it doesn't really look too crazy what it does on camera. But anyway, that's okay. I like blush. So I just kind of put it there and try to make it even. I think that's pretty good, actually. Maybe I'll soften it up a little bit with the Mood Exposure one. It won't be as vibrant with Mood Exposure. It's blushy. So I like it. I thought that was good. These are a little bit powdery, just be aware of that, but that's fine with me. I think that's when you get the best pigment, and these blushes typically stay around all day, so that's good. So now that I've done that and it looks kind of like a little crazy, I always feel like you kind of want to bring it all together. So I typically take another brush and kind of buff it out, just down in the bottom anywhere. So it's not like this big contrast between where I have blush and where I don't. It's like a finishing step. All right. I think it looks pretty good. I'm happy. I really like that these are so compact and they have everything that you need in it, and it's like travel size. The thing I think is the worst about it is just the cost. I guess that's with any makeup though. But these are high-end products and I really enjoy it. So I would give this definitely a thumbs up. I'm familiar with a lot of the different products in here, so I know how they work, and I think this is a great product. So that's one thing. Another thing I wanted to do really quick as a finishing step of my routine is mascara. So I don't have any on yet. And this was a brand new mascara that I saw on online, so I wanted to get it. It is by Loreal and it's called the Air Volume Mega Mascara. So I've never heard of this before. I never even heard of any advertisements or anything about it. But I figured I would pick it up. It's like $10 on Amazon, and I grabbed it and wanted to quickly put it on. I think I'm going to do a review later on this, but I figured I would try it on camera for the first time since I just got it. So with mascara, I normally, just so you guys know, my eyelashes, I try to use these eyelash, it's like a curling type of product, and what I do is I buy it online. It's a lash lift kit. So I buy it on Amazon and I use that about every 8 weeks, every 2 months or so. I think even longer than that. But it's supposed to help curl my lashes. I did it the other day, so I don't use a curler very often. But I did it the other day. It doesn't really seem that it made that big of a difference, but sometimes I guess different kits work differently, and maybe this one's not that great. Maybe in a future video I'll show you guys how I do that. But anyway, back to the lashes. So let's see how I can do this on camera. Got a mirror down here. It's going on pretty good. Uh-oh. First mistake made. All right, it's hard to talk and do mascara for some reason. I don't know. I guess because of the weird mascara faces that you want to make when putting it on. So, first coat. And I mean, it's a brand new mascara, so often I don't always like mascaras right out of the gate. I typically like them once they've had a couple weeks to dry out a little bit. I like a more dry formula mascara. I don't know about everybody else, but all right. Let's do the lower lashes. Not sure I really like it on the lower lashes. All right, can you guys see? Hopefully you can see. It looks pretty good. Now I'm like blind. Sometimes I do this and like just try to push him up a little bit. Oh, mascara. You're fun. Okay. So I also brought, I think, a Q-tip with me so I can clean it up. So it's getting dry. Looks like it's still in the process of drying maybe. So I don't want to be too aggressive with it. Once it dries, then it can come off with a Q-tip really easily. But if it's not dry, then it can smear around on your face, which is not a good look. So I guess, the really test with mascara is how does it wear over time. So I'm going to have to come back. This is really just a first impression of all these products. But I mean, I can vouch definitely for the Hourglass stuff because I've had it so many different times. And it's definitely not my first Hourglass palette. So that was one coat, which I'm pretty happy with. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to try to do two. Wish me luck. Not really seeing much of a difference. But that might be because I'm light-handedly doing two coats. All right. I didn't really get much on me from the second coat, but can you guys see? I think they look pretty good. I'm a fan so far. Let's see how it wears for the day. Anyway, so I'll come back and do a review on the mascara. That was just a first impression. Hopefully you guys got something out of that. So that's the Air Volume Mega Mascara from Loreal. So new products at the drugstore. Always love a drugstore mascara. So that's really all I wanted to review today with you guys. Go over that palette. And it's Friday, so I'm really excited about the rest of the day, just relaxing. I think I'm gonna film a try-on haul from some shopping trips that I've been doing lately, so you guys will see that as my next video, hopefully in the next day or two, and that'll be it for now. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you can, like and subscribe below, that would be fantastic. I really appreciate your support, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. All right, have a good one. Bye.